Hi, and welcome to the video about the Dome of the Rock. Now, this building is located in Jerusalem. The artist is unknown. The historical period is West Central Asia. The materials for the Dome of the Rock are stone masonry. It's a wooden roof. It is decorated with glazed and ceramic tile mosaics and gilt aluminum and bronze dome. The intended purpose as to why it was made? Well, right now, everybody is looking at it, and a lot of people believe that it was a mosque, but that is not true. It was not a mosque. We know that for certain, but nobody really understands the original function of the building. In making guesses, one of the things that they know is that it kind of looks like burial places of this particular period. So if you're looking at like imperial mausoleums, which would be for Roman emperors, you would think that maybe Augustus or Hadrian, this very much looks like their mausoleums. It also references the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, which is also in Jerusalem. And so they think maybe that this building was built kind of as a rivalry of Christianity versus Islam as to who could build the biggest and fanciest churches or structures. Now, as we go down, let's talk about who the patron is. So the patron is Abd el Malik, and he built this in 685 and 695 and a half. Um, he was a really, really important Umayyad caliph, and he actually built this before he actually even had conquered Mecca and got back the Kaaba. So this was a really important building, kind of showing the beginning of Islam, okay, of the Islamic religion. So number one asks, what did this building not to function as? And we already talked about that. That's a mosque. Number two, what is located at the center of the building? And what is the significance of this item to Islam? So let's go down and let's look at how the inside of the building looks. So this is the interior. And so it is called the Dome of the Rock because there is a large rock in the center. They believe that as this is the Dome of the Rock, that in both Christianity and with Judaism and with Islam. So they believe that there is a story in the Bible and in the Quran that says that God asked Abraham to sacrifice his most beloved son, and that he then took in Islam, they were going to say that he took Ishmael and was going to sacrifice him. And then in the Jewish and Christian religion, they say he took Isaac and was going to sacrifice him. Irregardless of which child it was, as Abraham was just about to cut the child's throat, the angel came down and stopped him from doing it and said that he had proved his love of God and that it was more important that he was placing his love of God even above his favorite child, and that God was satisfied and that he would take the sacrifice of a lamb instead. And so Abraham made the other sacrifice, and the child got to go away. But that is where this is coming from. This is supposed to be the rock where the sacrifice happened. The other part with the Islamic is that they think that this commemorates the night journey of Muhammad. So what happened was the angel Gabriel comes down to Muhammad, and Muhammad is sleeping near the Kaaba in Mecca, and he takes him to Jerusalem. And from the rock, Muhammad journeys into heaven where he meets other prophets. Some of the other prophets he met was Moses and Jesus Christ. And he also witnesses what paradise looks like and what hell looks like. And then he finally sees God enthroned and circumambulated by angels. So this makes this a very powerfully important spot in Islamic beliefs. Now, there is a 240-meter inscription in the Dome of the Rock, and it is one of the earliest surviving examples of verses from the Quran. So the Quran has what's called a Bismillah, and that is where it says, "In the name of God, and merciful and compassionate." And then the phrase starts each verse in the Quran, and in the Shahada, it's going to confess the Islamic confession of faith. And what that is where they state that there is only one God and Muhammad is his prophet. And then the inscription goes on to talk about Mary and Christ and to proclaim that Christ was not divine but just a prophet. And so this inscription is very important because it's really setting down core values of the newly formed religion of Islam. This is the end of our look at the Dome of the Rock. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time.